I want to begin by thanking President Zelensky for his passionate message this morning. He speaks for a people who have shown remarkable courage and strength in the face of brutal aggression. Courage and strength that's inspired not only the Ukrainians, but the entire world. Putin is inflicting appalling devastation and horror on Ukraine, bombing apartment buildings, maternity wards, hospitals. And the world is united in our support for Ukraine and our determination to make Putin pay a very heavy price. America is leading this effort, together with our allies and partners, providing enormous levels of security and humanitarian assistance that we're adding to today, and we're going to continue to do more in the days and weeks ahead. We're crippling Putin's economy with punishing sanctions that's going to only grow more painful over time, with the entire NATO and EU behind us and many other countries. What's at stake here are the principles that the United States and the United Nations and across the world stand for. It's about freedom. It's about the right of people to determine their own future. The American people are answering President Zelensky's call for more help, more weapons for Ukraine to defend itself, more tools to fight Russian aggression. This new package on its own is going to provide unprecedented assistance to Ukraine. It includes 800 anti-aircraft systems to make sure the Ukrainian military can continue to stop the planes and helicopters that have been attacking their people and to defend their Ukrainian airspace. And at the request of President Zelensky, we have identified and are helping Ukraine acquire additional longer-range anti-aircraft systems and the munitions for those systems. Our new assistance package also includes 9,000 anti-armor systems. It'll include 7,000 small arms, machine guns, shotguns, grenade launchers to equip the Ukrainians, including the brave women and men who are defending their cities as civilians, and they're on the countryside as well. Now, I want to be honest with you. This could be a long and difficult battle, but the American people will be steadfast in our support of the people of Ukraine in the face of Putin's immoral, unethical attacks on civilian populations. We are united in our abhorrence of Putin's depraved onslaught, and we're going to continue to have their backs as they fight for their freedom, their democracy, their very survival. And together with our allies and partners, we will keep up the pressure on Putin's crumbling economy, isolating him on the global stage. That's our goal. Make Putin pay the price, weaken his position, while strengthening the hand of the Ukrainians on the battlefield and at the negotiating table. I want to thank you all, and God bless you, and I'm going to walk over and sign this bill to allow the drawdown of those materials. And may God protect the young Ukrainians who are out there defending their country.
That everything that you were watching on television, I know, makes you understand and feel the importance of this moment on many levels. Russia's invasion threatens not just Ukraine's democracy, it threatens democracy and security across Europe, and by extension, when democracy is threatened anywhere, it threatens us all. Days before I traveled to Poland, with many of you, I was in Selma to commemorate the 57th anniversary of the march across the Edmund Pettus Bridge, that historic place, which is a stark reminder that we must always remain vigilant to safeguard freedom and democracy. And we must always remember the duality of a democracy in that, yes, there is strength, but a democracy by its nature is also fragile. You know, when the president and I took office, our country was facing the aftermath of a reckless president, the COVID-19 pandemic, and questions about America's leadership on the world stage. We had a plan, and we rebuilt relationships with our allies. And the results of that effort are clear as we stand together in this unified rebuke of Russia. The president and I also proposed, with your leadership, with your help, the American Rescue Plan. And since that plan was enacted last year, we went from 2 million people vaccinated to over 215 million vaccinated in our country. Businesses are back open, and 99% of our schools are no longer remote. We went from 60,000 jobs created each month to 678,000 jobs created last month, and over 7 million total jobs created since we took office. We passed a once-in-a-generation infrastructure law. And it will create more jobs. It will rebuild communities. It will create more jobs, including good union jobs. And we didn't stop there. More than 70% of the judicial nominees we have appointed are women. More than 70%. And of course, the president recently nominated Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson to the United States Supreme Court. As the president laid out in his State of the Union, it's time to bring down costs, the costs of living, even more. It is time to create more union jobs. It is time to ensure that everyone has an opportunity to succeed. It is time to defend our democracy and be vigilant in its defense, and to safeguard our planet for generations to come. It is time to do so much more. So our job is the job of just supporting the people, supporting their voices, supporting their will and desire of what their government has a responsibility to deliver. So that when I go overseas, when the president goes over the seas, when you talk to folks and we say America is a beacon, it is a model, that we can actually back that up. That's what we're doing.